say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Louisville's offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
To the air on second down. Got a man, it's Wheeler. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got his man quickly. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Schneider. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's
breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. He'll do it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Bearcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They've been running it, but now the pass. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers.
All right, guys, we only give up 3 here. It's a big stand.
And you got to make tackles.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bearcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cardinals will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Wheeler. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about it.
Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man, it's Ward. Got it set up on the outside.
Come on, buddy, you were right there.
Room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown,
How is this team picking us apart?
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish your first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got his man. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Grab near the marker. It's Wheeler. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Pulls it in. It's Wheeler. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Wheeler. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, trying to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's reeled in. It's Cunningham. Powers through. Oh, he's got some space. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fouls through the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Breaks the tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. He moves ahead just enough. He'll pick up the first down on the quarterback sneak.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Touchdown, Louisville! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's John. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Fires toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up
Man, I didn't touch
incomplete. There's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
And the defense got him at the 27.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives for points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely. Came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Inside the 15, out of bounds.
Good tackle, buddy.
14-yard line, the offense looking for a score. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The inside handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it, fires to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Back to throw, it's Ward. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, and that's a big stop by this defense because now you've got this offense in a predictable situation. It's 4th and goal. We got to get the touchdown, but now we got to put the ball in the air.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Was to pass. Unleashes to the end zone.
Let's go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Let's go.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive lines.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Here's the handoff. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Cardinals will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They punt it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Ward. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. Absolutely heartbreaking loss. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.